After watching the videos in this week's readings, I came to the conclusion that I do not think that filter bubbles are completely bad. Personally, I'm not a fan of filter bubbles because they stop me from seeing information from both perspectives when I'm looking up something on the internet. And this not only limits my knowledge of a situation, but it also limits my ability to challenge myself because I'm not seeing things that don't agree with what my opinion is or aren't from a different perspective, so I'm not getting both sides of a story. However, I know that there are other people that would be huge fans of filter bubbles because it allows for more personalization and it's easier access to things that they would be looking for and things that they would like. Also, it cleans up their social media to better fit their needs so they don't have to scroll through all the things that they don't really want to read or don't want to see. After listening to the TED Talk and discussing how filter bubbles are affecting our lives, I believe that it was important that we shrink them down. And I do think that filter bubbles are beginning to shrink, but I don't think they're completely gone or that they ever will be. I know on my own feed, I see several posts about things that I wouldn't usually look at or read, but they do pop up on my feed. But when I Google something, it tends to still be something that goes with my viewpoints and is more normally something I would read. An example of this would be the Covington Catholic students that went to DC and there was the big debate over them on social media. On my social media feed, I saw that I was getting both sides because I follow people that had different opinions, but when I Googled it, I found something on articles that I would have already read or looked at just based on the kinds of articles that I read. But I also think that filter bubbles shouldn't completely shrink because they do allow for more personalization. I know a lot of social media are trying to get rid of the filter bubbles, but because of that, they've built in personalization options where people can go through and be friends with somebody but not follow them, or they can block certain things from coming up on their feed so that they don't have to see those articles, but they still have the opportunity to, and it's not the actual social media that is restricting them from seeing it. I don't believe that it's a company's responsibility to show multiple viewpoints. I know that companies are just trying to make money, and they won't make money if people aren't happy, and people usually aren't happy if they have to see viewpoints that disagree with theirs, and they get kind of offended, and they think that the social media could be forcing these opposing viewpoints on them, so that can make some people unhappy and uncomfortable, so I really don't feel like it is the company's responsibility. I think that if you want to see multiple viewpoints, you should look them up yourselves and take it upon yourself to be informed and to find the information. One deep web source that I found was PubMed. I found it on the deep web sources in modules for the week for our reading, and I've attached the link right here. I'm interested in this, and it's useful for me because it is a medical and health deep web source, and I am interested in veterinary science and animal reproductive science, so this website will help me find articles with information within my field that I can use. And that's all.